Hello Pisces, and welcome to my channel. My name's Yvonne Michelle from Yvonne Michelle Readings. If you're new to my channel, if you're an avid viewer, welcome back. Sorry, I've got a croaky throat. I've been singing my head off at the local taverna here in this village in Greece. I have uploaded the night I had in that taverna with some friends there. So I've just to show you what I do here in Greece, and if you're interested, and why I've got this croaky throat. Okay, so I've got a drink here as well. The thing is, it's like Saturday night every night here, and it gets a bit too much. I'm off out again tonight. I'm doing like there's an Elvis impersonator here, and it's very tacky, but it's a real good laugh. And I'm doing that one tonight, and also probably going to that bar afterwards. So it's going to be a late one, I think. It's the end of the season here, so it'll be all the local people, as well as some, the Greeks that live here, because it's the end of the season, they can enjoy themselves. I won't go on about that anyway, but I will be putting up another video of me possibly with the old Elvis, because it's the last night of the season, so we'll see. I've already got a hangover. Okay, let's get back onto this roller coaster here of my readings and merry-go-rounds. And as you know, who follow me, my videos and my readings are very uncut, unsugar-coated, and can be quite complicated, can be convoluted and go into inroads. But the aim of my readings is to nudge you onto the correct path, really, and guide you onto the correct path, although they seem as if they're convoluted, going around bends and appear negative, but they're kind of pushing you onto a positive path. That's the aim of my readings. And my spirit guide, who is from the medieval era, and she's a very black and white, can be quite brutal as well, person, had quite a tough kind of life, okay, as you can imagine. Okay, so I shall get along with this reading. I have done a different, I have laid out a different format. I get from Spirit Guide what format I need for each sign here and each reading. And we've got thunderstorms here as well. We also had a little bit of a tremor, a little bit of an earthquake, I think in Crete. It was on the Richter scale of 4.5, only a small one, but we got the tremor of that here. Last night I thought I'd had a few too many. Okay, that is not funny, because like earthquakes are very serious things, okay, but we've got to laugh about life, haven't we? Life is not, not a walk in the park. Okay, so I've got a different format here for you Pisces. I felt my spirit guide said we need to do a different format. Now this is a general reading for November for Pisces, and it's the 2016. My spirit guide does tend to bleed into relationships, very much so with my readings, whether it's family, whether it's a love affair, whether it's between lovers, or tends to bleed into relationships or prospective relationships or people from the past coming back, all that kind of situation. So I'm going to do this in layers, because the initial reading for the month is quite a lengthy reading. So go and get yourself a glass of wine, a little bit of some crisps or some snacks, kick off your shoes, and watch this video for the next, I think, 45 minutes, up to 45 minutes. Okay, Pisces. So okay, so I do this in layers. The main readings I do in layers, which is the general reading for the month, and also the love readings for the month. They're always quite lengthy, and I do them in layers. Okay, So the first layer here is I'm going to use the angel cards here, okay, which I've not done this before, but my spirit guide said, can you know, for this reading for Pisces, to put the angel cards first, then the tarot on top, and then the oracle clarification, which is different. Yes, so we'll see how this goes, and if I need to, I may use a pendulum and I may use more cards, but I need to have a drink first. Ooh. I'm not going to have a singing voice tonight. I've got to stop doing this karaoke. I know it sounds, it's you know, we get a bunch of people who've got so intelligent, they've got really good jobs, you know, and all over the world. We just let loose and go crazy, you know. So anyway, let me show you this. So I've kind of covered the table with this reading, okay. Sorry for knocking that camera there. Oops, wobbly, sorry. So it's quite a lengthy reading. On top of that, there's more cards, okay. So without ado, as the saying goes, I'm going to read this first layer, okay. So sorry about the drinking, guys. As you can hear, my throat's I've turned into a man overnight. My throat is so croaky. I can't see a thing either. I think I've got a storm brewing outside. So I do apologise about the thunder in the background. Okay, so this is the base coat, the first layer, okay, which is like the foundation, which is not the reading. It becomes deeper as, don't think this is the reading that I'm doing now. Don't, after I've done the angels, think, well, that's going nowhere, that says nothing, that's a bit weird. This is not the reading, the first layer, don't leave me. The conclusion comes at the end, okay. This is where it ties together. Don't leave me and say, oh, you're weird, that doesn't resonate, okay. Look, it seems a bit weird at first, but once we get going, it all ties in together, okay. I don't know where this is going. It's going straight off the bat here. So we've got surrender, the first card, surrender. On top of that, resurrection, faith, partnership, creative power, freedom, music, guardian angel, awakening, hope, divine plan, truth, knowledge and adoration. Angel card. So we're going to take a deeper inroad here, okay, to this, where this is taking us, spirit guide. And that dropped out like a, actually no, I don't feel I want to go delving into your spirit guide. I do not want to go delving into past issues with this reading, if that is okay. I understand what you're saying, that, you know, sometimes our relationships are tied in with, you know, the way we was, our template of the way we were brought up, but I would like to concentrate, spirit guide, on what this is about, really. I don't want to go way deep here. Although my viewers are probably saying, oh, please go way deep, I'd like to know. If you'd like to know way deep, which would probably take me about 2 hours, my spirit guide takes me on that road, and I think, yeah, I can see where you're going. You're taking me on that road to take you to a more spiritual path. But if you would like to go really deep in that way, you could always have a personal reading with me and email me, okay. So, spirit guide, just the situation at hand in November for Pisces, please. The situation at hand for Pisces for November. So the problem is with spiritual readings, they can go very, very deep. Okay, situation here for Pisces for November. No? My spirit guide's not happy with me now saying that. Okay, thank you. Oh wow. Oh. Pisces, you are in a very complicated situation. I don't know why, but I'm getting that film. It's complicated. I don't know why I'm getting that film, it's just come into my head, it's complicated. Okay, so you can't help yourself here. The first thing I'm getting here with this reading is that you can't help yourself. You can't help yourself with this person. With someone, you can't help yourself. You can't stop this. You can't stop it. Okay. This may be a triangulation. This may be, I'm picking up that you may be married here, not all of you. It's not going to resonate with all of you here. Getting married people that feel trapped in this marriage and they're having an affair. Oh. Or, you can't help yourself. It's like a fatal attraction. I know I said that in the snippet reading, but it seems to carry on. Well, it's carrying on. Whoever I'm reaching out to here, this is who this... You can't help yourself. The surrender card on top of that, you've got an invitation, which you're going to very swiftly go on a journey and meet this person. Or this person's coming to you. And I know I said that in the snippet, but it seems to be coming up again. You can't help yourself here, and you can't stop this. You can't stop this. You want to get with this person. We've got the part on top of the partnership card. You feel foolish because you feel, well, I'm partnered, I'm married. What am I doing? What the hell am I doing here? It's like I'm having an affair, but I can't stop this. Male or female. It's like a fatal obsession. You feel trapped in your marriage or this partnership. You may have children involved here. I'm sorry about the rain outside. I'm not sat outside, it's just the sound of the rain, it's so heavy. You feel trapped. And also on tender hooks because, who I'm reaching out here is having an affair and they're being naughty. So we've got you feel trapped. That's you inside that cage, and the clown is free. The clown is free, and this is you. You feel imprisoned here. You feel trapped, and you're watching the clown outside, but you feel it's foolish to want that. You know, you feel like you would be like the clown. And that's where we've got the Fool card here as well. And you're vigilant. You're vigilant over this. You're being vigilant because, you know, it's like a bittersweet experience, isn't it? It's like forbidden fruit and all of this involved with this. There's a warning here to be careful. You may get stung. I mean, I feel you can't help this situation. And, you know, you can't stop it. And I think you may have tried to stop this, but it's just started again. There's just a warning here that this could be just lost. It could be lost, and a mixture of person is very attractive and it's lustful, and it's just, you know, you enjoy that together, whereas your marriage is very day-to-day humdrum, kind of doing the chores, getting through the day, taking children to school, or taking the children to, you know, to whatever, school, sports day, school, whatever, and cooking meals. And I'm also getting that film called Unfaithful. I don't know whether you've seen that, but I'm getting that film Unfaithful, where the woman is stood at the sink washing the dishes, and is miles away thinking about this younger chap, you know, younger guy that she's having an affair with. Now, this is like the situation I've got here. I'm also picking up, it could even be, you know, you've divorced your partner, you've divorced and you've started a relationship with someone, and it's like, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years, and you've realised that your soulmate is your, you know, your ex, and you know, you can't help yourselves, you just keep going back to each other, that kind of scenario. You can do lots of damage with this. Whatever you're doing here, you can do a lot of damage here. This is what I feel that you're being, it's all serving your needs, if it's serving your needs. And I don't feel, you know, looking at that film, you know, The Affair, with Richard Gere in it, and I get the woman, don't remember her name, but, you know, she was going, and then with this affair, it's all very lustful, and they're gorgeous looking, and then realising that what she would lose and what she's done, and it was like it was something, a powerful thing that took over. It's that kind of thing, and although it's very nice, you know, it's going to do a lot of damage here, and that's a warning. A warning. Amongst this, you're very creative. You're a very creative person. You're very creative, and you are successful where it comes to, or you're working towards a career of, you know, and you want to be successful in this career. So you're either working towards a profession, or you're wanting promotion, or you've got a business and you're creative and it's very, you know, being lucrative, and it's, you know, you're thinking, oh, it's doing better than you thought. So you've worked very hard, and you're very creative, and you continue to work hard. So that is all in the mix here. maybe that's the problem. Maybe you're doing well financially, and maybe it's somebody you've met. Maybe you're the boss here. And you know, this very young person at work, and you're the boss, and this younger person's have looked up to you like you're some sort of, you know, in awe of you, because you've got the money, you've got the money, and you've got the car, the nice car, and you've got the business, and they're looking up to you, and you know, in adoration to you. And you're very flattered by that, and that's led to an affair now, that you're embroiled in this affair. For some of you, you may have had this affair with this, you're the boss here, say 40-ish, and one of the employees is like a 22-year-old. And you're her boss, or vice versa, male, female, and they're looking up to you in adoration. You've started an affair and you've got a wife and children at home. That kind of situation. For some of you, there's a warning here that this person may get pregnant, and you're going to be in a real mess. For some of you, they could even be trying to get pregnant because they can see you've got they've got dollar signs and pound signs, seeing that you're doing very well. I feel that's why this card's come into it. You know, they want, you know, they see that you're successful and they want a part of that, and they're in awe of that, you know. I want that, you know. And that's what their aim is, to get that comfortable life. They know that you've got kids at home and you're married, but they don't care about that. They just, so there's a warning here that somebody, I feel immature as well, that you may, since I'm talking to a man here, that you may have got pregnant already and I'm not aware of it. They may have said I'm on the pill, and they're not really, and they've deceived you in that way, tricked you in that way. So you could have a mistress who's pregnant here. Not for all of you, for some of you, okay. And I feel there's a realisation that you're sitting back and thinking, oh my God, what have I done? Just because I was lustful and towards this and not mindful. Yeah, if you're that's if you're a male. If you're a female, I'm looking at this situation like, you know, that film, The Affair, where Richard Gere is a really great husband, you know, and I mean, who'd have an affair with with a husband like Richard Gere? You must be joking, you know. But it's that kind of, if you're female, you know, and you're just looking for excitement, and this guy, and he's gorgeous, you know, and younger than you possibly, lot more sexier than your husband, you know, and you're just looking for that excitement again, and get so far down the road and you realise there's just a warning here that you, not yet, because you're hooked on this situation, but further down the road, further down the line, Spirit Guide is saying you're going to come to a realisation that what you're going to lose for this person, yeah, which is going to stop you in your tracks. Or maybe this person's going to get pregnant if you're a man, and that's going to stop you in your tracks. There's a warning here that there's going to be a lot of people hurt over this, okay. But in November you seem to be in the throes of this, and you want freedom from this. You're kind of so infatuated with this person that you're kind of thinking, oh, you know, you're kind of validating it, thinking, oh, my partner's boring, he's not good in bed, or she's not good in bed. You're trying to justify what you're doing here. And it's keeping this going, you know. I just want to get away from my partner. I just want freedom from them. And you're sort of sneaking up as much as you can. This is your divine plan, actually. I don't know where that comes in. And on top of that, have these choices. So it is your divine plan here. And the truth is that you really do want to keep your partnership and your marriage together. But this person you're having this affair with wants to take you away from that, obviously, you know. And this is where you're going to get the knowledge. This is where you're going to get the knowledge here, the knowledge that you need, you know, there's justice that needs to be done here. Justice, which is, I think there's going to be a realisation that I'm going to lose everything with this, you know. And it's just because there's adoration. The outcome card is because either the person adores you and is in adoration of you, infatuated with you, or you're infatuated with them. And it's saying a warning here to keep a hold of your money, because this person may be using trickery. Now, whoever I'm reaching out to here, you may find yourself infatuated with somebody, or they're infatuated with you. You may find yourself in a situation where they're going to trap you, okay. So this is actually, this freedom card here may be reverting to that. That you know, because you're vigilant. Vigilance on top of that card. So maybe that's what that, sorry, I'm going back. Maybe that you do want freedom from your partner, but I do feel that you also, there's a warning here, you may get trapped or snared here. Or snared. And you need to be vigilant, but I feel, and it's all because of lust and adoration. And a card on top of adoration is keep a hold of your money, keep a hold of your money. Possibility, Spirit Guide is giving me that there's a possibility that you could lose both here, because if you're a man and this female, this young female that you're infatuated with gets pregnant, and then you've got to then tell your wife, your partner about this. Sorry about that phone. There's a possibility you could lose, because you don't, in realistic terms, you don't want to be looked upon as a boss, as an important figure in your company. Having an affair with an employee who you've exploited, who you may have exploited, that this young girl could sue you for sexual harassment and grooming or whatever. So you don't want that situation, you really don't want it. It's just been something that, it was infatuation, sex, some infatuation. So if you tell this situation to your wife with the kids, she's just, you know, you're going to go back to your wife and you're going to say, oh, I'm really sorry, but you know, I've had an affair for over a year, and she's I'm twice her age, and she's got pregnant, and I'm her boss, and now I might be getting sued for you know, for exploitation and sexual harassment. So you've got to go and tell this to this wife at home with children. What is she going to do? The possibility for some of you, not all of you, that you may get someone pregnant and you're going to lose everything here, everything. There's a warning, a spiritual warning here before you do step into these realms of having an affair with one of your employees or someone who is a lot younger than you, that this could happen, and it's the last thing that you want, 'cause to you it's just lust, infatuation, and it's an ego boost, and it's a very selfish act actually on your part. So that's if you're male. Female, you know, we've got a situation where you have got a good husband, and you know, your mind has been taken over by this person, and you know, again, you know, you're risking something very good here. So there's just, it seems to be a warning here, a warning. Okay, before you enter into this. But I feel you've already entered into this. I feel you've already entered into a triangulation here. Not for all of you. I'm talking for Pisces of maybe 20% of Pisces here that are involved with this, that I'm reaching out to give guidance to. Okay. Because you don't want to get down the road of, oh right, it's too late now, I can't go back, that kind of thing. So spiritually making you mindful of what could happen here before it happens. Okay. So I'm just going to I'm going to pull out 3 oracle cards here. Okay, 3 oracle cards. Spirit guide, could you give us 3 oracle cards, please, to give us a conclusion to this, or not a conclusion, clarification? Although, yeah, although it is a choice here. Okay, sorry, I've got this other, I don't know why I just read this, maybe Spirit guided me to this, and I just said that I have these to read yet. Okay, I have these to read yet. Before I do, sorry, Spirit guide, okay. So this line here that I have here, it says try to relax over this. Because we've got the music card, and on top of that we've got 2 of rods. Now the 2 of rods means that someone's got an ulterior motive. It's all about money with them, okay? Your guardian angel is with you here. They can see what you're doing. You're making a mistake here, and this is going to cause you to have slander. If this comes out, which I feel it might do, because I feel this may come out because we've got the angel, the guardian angel is over you, because there's going to be slander over this. It may be a bit too late for some of you. There's an awakening here, awakening card. On top of the awakening card, yeah, it's to do with you being higher ranking than your person that adores you or is infatuated with you, or you've got more money than them. It's obvious this. Somebody is after your money, and they're doing it in, you know, they've got ulterior motives. My spirit guide have just given me something now. I don't know whether to repeat it or not. My spirit guide says that it's like a, I don't know, I feel embarrassed sometimes of repeat. They're saying this person's like a prostitute. They're selling their soul and they're selling their body to get a better life. And if you can understand those terms, I don't know what that means, but there is hope in this situation. There is hope. And we've got a Page of Pentacles. I feel, Pisces, it's the first time you've had an affair, and you're going to learn by this. You are going to learn by this. Because we've got like, you know, we've got the Page of Pentacles. It's all about learning. So there's hope, and I hope that you may learn by this. Okay, you may learn a lesson here. Okay. I think you've been extremely gullible here. I think you've been extremely gullible. And you learn. I think you're going to learn from this. You are. So now we shall go to the Oracle cards. Okay. Thank you, Spirit Guide, for pointing that out. Or maybe it was a twist in the reading that I wanted to finish off with that. I don't know. So we'll go with 2 Oracle cards now, I feel. 2 Oracle cards. Oh, you are gifted. I'll go for 3, I think. I think, yeah, it's definitely because you're gifted here. You are talented, you've got creative powers to earn money, and this is all because you are gifted. You're attracting these, you know, the more successful somebody is, you know, the more they're going to attract, you know, this infatuation from other people, and see them and adore them for their status, you know. But this is you know, this is the first time this has happened to you in this situation. So it's something you're going to learn, and you're not going to repeat this. If you do see somebody 20 years junior to you, looking up to you in adoration, and, you know, and seeing you like some god, you're just going to ignore it in the future. You think, it's not worth risking my beautiful marriage for, you know. And if you're a female here, it could be the same situation. A younger guy seeing that you've got a lovely car, you know, you dress really smartly, you know, you've got no worries financially, and they see that, and it's an ulterior motive, you know, they're thinking money, pound times money signs, okay. You know, it's as well, I feel in that situation as well, if they see you're very happy in this unit, you dress nice, you've got a car, they just want that, they envy that, they don't particularly want you, they want that lifestyle that you have, and they think by getting you, they will get that lifestyle. And I feel that they don't realise that by getting you, you would have to maybe give all of that up and end up with nothing, you know, or just the bare minimum, or a lot less. So they kind of think, oh, unless they're working it out in their head, okay, if they split with that person, they would end up with so much, and they're sort of, it's pound signs and dollar signs going around in the head. Yeah, so I'm not talking to all of you Pisces here. Just 20% of you. The rest of you who are going into like, I've met someone, maybe you've met someone, you know, who is half your age. If you're a female, you may have met someone gorgeous and think, what did they see in me, you know, wow. He's like 6 foot and dark hair, like that kind of Darcy look. And you're thinking, wow, you know, and they're younger than you, and they're saying to you, I always like an older woman, and I never feel comfortable with her. And you may be single, you may meet someone like this. It's just saying that either male or female, just be wary that there's an ulterior motive. They may see that you've got a nice car, that you've got a great job, you may be the boss, you know, you may have a very good position at work, and it may not be, you know, it may not be love, it may be just about materialistic situation. Okay, so that's your reading, Pisces. I just want to send you lots of love, lots of blessings. Okay, and just be very cautious here. Okay, and if you would like personal reading, that any of this like hits home at all and you'd like to explore this more, please email me. My email address, there's a thunderstorm brewing, email address is down here. If you'd like to email me, we can look into this a lot deeper. As I said before, we can look right into the deep, you know, the deeper issues here as well. Yes, and also I just want to reiterate really that you guys are the top, you know, you guys support my channel. I can keep going with this channel, you know, making these videos, giving you guidance here with my spirit guide and the divine, and you are the sole support for my channel. So anyone who would like to make a small donation to support my channel, I will give in exchange for a small donation an entry into the raffle, which I've put a video about my raffle on, if you want to go and see what that's about, on my channel, or if you'd just like to give a donation to support my channel to keep it going, much appreciate that, because I do, you know, you, the viewers here, are supporting my channel by the personal readings and the donations. Okay, to keep this going. So sending you lots of love. Love you all. Okay, love you all, and you take care. Okay, bye bye, Pisces.